set my normal music for playing Magic. I'm
Welcome, Ravenites! It's a great day to be alive! Make sure you hit like and subscribe. My name is Justin, and I am your host tonight and a player tonight as well. We have tabletop players, 3 of them. We have Kai. Say hi.
Hello, I'm Kai. I'm playing Y2K-34, who is a mechanical speaker that talks to machines. Yeah.
Excellent. I should retcon and say I also, as a player, I play Kazooie, who is a swift explorer who pilots StarCraft. And then on to Ryan.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I am playing Xander Catharpanine, who is a resilient warrior who hunts.
Awesome. And then lastly, we have Noah. 4 players at least, lastly.
Hi, I'm Noah, and I'm playing Harland Parkways, also known as Agent X7, who is a vicious warrior who battles robots.
And then we have our DM, Brandon. Brandon,
Hey.
take it away.
I'm Brandon. I'm a magnificent GM who talks too much. Let's go. So, when we last left off, y'all were blasting into space. The ship had taken off from that hangar. The rumble of the engines leaving through the gravity-controlled, atrium expanding thing, gave way so that y'all were able to slip through, and get out of there. As the shadows were kind of attacking from in there, whatever the heck that is. As you're flying up through the atmosphere, it feels smoother than other space rides you've been on in the past. You don't know if you're just more attuned to it now, you kind of developed as space travelers, or maybe that's not it. Maybe the ship's a little weird. I don't know. When you go back and you think about your past experiences in this transition of going into space, what memories come to mind, Justin?
It's always kind of brings him back to his simple childhood. He kind of flash forward to a scene of him playing baseball with his dad, and then military guys come in and at that point convinced my father to let me go to this military grade school and the space station and all that. And so I agree, and then get launched off with about 40 other kids, and we go to the space station and go for training. And it's there that I discovered that I love speed, and so I would run a lot around the spaceship.
Gotcha. Noah, what does your character flash back to?
I think he's been off planet, yeah, no, I think he's definitely been off planet before, as he is from another planet, from
Right.
Chronopolis. So I think this, and I think he probably did that several times as an agent, traveling around inside the star system to different spots, not just necessarily on the planet.
Right.
So I don't think that's that intriguing for him. It's more the jumps in between systems that are still fairly new to him.
Right. Ryan, what's your character?
Yes, Xander would be thinking about, as he sees the vast open space, about the first time he's ever traveled in space, which was when he was an adult, just turned 20. He was leaving the Chronopolis system on a voyage to Karku? Yes. And all he could think about is going back to where his people were originally from. And all of this training, self-taught mercenary work that he did on the satellite and the asteroid, and on an asteroid in the Chronopolis system. He's just thinking about that moment, how far he's come.
I like it. And what's going through YK's active memory?
Yeah, I think that Y2K probably doesn't have any distinct memories of being on the ship, but she definitely does feel a little bit out of body as someone who's back on a ship that she was once being commanded in and doesn't have any direct instructions from anybody of what to do. But you would see a little flashback to a Y2K that looks a little bit cleaner, a little bit newer, with a bunch of other Y2K models buzzing around the ship, and see her plug into a station where her memory banks get switched out after she completes missions.
Okay. Okay. And yeah, y'all are thundering upward. And then it kind of eases off as the atmosphere thins, the turbulence recedes, the thrust kind of fades back, and you get into that area of the flip, right, where the gravity kind of stops. The propulsion was what was gravity, ends, and you start to float. And then the gravity generator kind of kicks in right about then, or compensating more directly for it, and everything kind of goes back to normal. You still have that momentary butterflies in your stomach as everything's kind of live adjusting. Y'all are now sitting in orbit above Kharkoum. It's quiet. There doesn't seem to be any imminent danger. What are y'all doing?
I'll sit in the co-pilot seat next to Kazoo and say, "Oh, you fly mighty well for someone who's never flown a ship this big before. It's been pretty smooth so far."
Well, I've done my research. I read a whole lot. And I read really fast. Faster than anyone you know.
Oh, really then? Alright.
Are we gonna go there?
Speed obviously equates to intelligence, right? Right?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Alright, well then, just get us where we're going. Back to Kharkoum, I presume? This was your, plan, wasn't it?
Indeed, we can head back soon. Let me just get a few things worked out, a few kinks worked out on this ship, and we should be able to get right on track.
Alright, let us know if you need any help. I'll go rest up after a long day of shooting some fists.
You really did. You really hate some fist. I would love to hear some of your fist stories.
Why did we do this?
We went with the fist. And so I'm curious. I can't go any further. I'm done.
Alright,
I want to know the history of you and your
a story for another day.
Because you don't just let fist leave. You're like, I gotta shoot every fist and make sure they hurt.
Yes, that's all you need to know right now. That's all you need to know right now. We've only known each other for a short time.
Yeah, I understand. They've been such a trouble. They've been such a trouble to get through all this. They were the biggest roadblock, and you just handled every one of them. You and Harlan.
Yes. Speaking of which, have you seen him around?
In silence at this conversation.
You're just sitting in the back or hanging out in the back.
No, I think he's standing there with y'all, and he's just been staring at you during this whole conversation, just not saying anything.
Now that I see Harlan, I'll be like, all right, hey Harlan, and I'll walk by, tap him on the shoulder, and go get, in my everyday wear out of this leather jacket and such. Maybe find Y2K, see what they're up to.
Yeah, Harlan's gonna join you for that second part.
Alright.
And through reading the manual, is there any kind of special things about the ship or anything, if there is a manual or whatnot?
Yeah, you go looking for a manual in like the ship computer. There isn't one.
Okay. I guess, is it still within the hour of controlling the machine, or is that past?
No, I would say we're at the ass end of it, so you got like 15, 20 minutes left of it.
Okay, I'd like to see if there's like a digital copy that I can like install onto my wrist computer
Digital copy
of the manual.
none. System banks empty.
Huh. Okay. Well, then he puts on the helmet and he tries to command the ship to do stuff.
It does stuff.
Cool. He asks it to shoot a random direction in the space, and just to see if he can control it as easy as he did below. This time, trying not to use the activator thing that connects it, but trying to use more of the goggles rather than the thing that lasts for an hour.
Yeah. So trying to
transition
directly
to it.
use that. Yeah. You're able to feel it through the sensor, like the sensory interface that you had, which is starting to fade. You can feel the battery on it draining out. As you transition to trying to get the goggles to do the same thing, you can. Just like before, it takes all of your focus in order to do that.
Neat. Okay, so he transitions from the earpiece to the goggles, and now he's trying to fly the ship, and he's kind of just taking it, or he's tried different commands out of the ship and seeing how far can he or what is the capabilities of this ship.
Gotcha. Well, it is definitely like a higher speed rank ship for one of this size. You've been in faster. As far as talking about short range, or I guess what it would refer to as kind of active thrust versus as opposed to the jump drive.
Okay, so it's not like an interstellar kind of thing, but more like interplanetary transportation.
No, it's just
Or did I hear that
mathematically you misunderstood. You understood the inverse.
Okay. Oh, neat. I thought it couldn't jump.
Technically, the jump drive is faster than any ship you've ever been on, because they're moving at relativistic speeds.
Okay.
Or any ship you've flown, probably.
Then I'd like to just do a vitals report and see where we're at on fuel, and just kind of like he's going to try to ask Siri kind of thing, or ask Alexa kind of thing of, hey, hey computer, what is our fuel situation, or give me the layout of all of our engineering stuff.
And it'll come back. The system's nominal. Reactor levels 85%. And all systems on board seem operational. Well, in addition, we are getting we're getting a pair of distress signals. About one astronomical unit away, floating in dead space.
I call out for Y2K 34 and see if she can put together anything of this signal, this distress signal.
What do y'all do?
I think Y2K is probably not anywhere near any of them. She's definitely like in the engine room looking around for things, and also trying to find a mechanics kit so she can fix herself because Harlan fucked her up. And she's kind of breaking down right now. So she's looking for just like the typical repair kits they would have for droids so that they can so she can kind of reboot and refix.
Then he's wiring it through, or he's saying this through the intercoms and kind of seeing if you could figure it out from there. He sends like the signal to you through the whatever interwebs we use on the spaceship. What does the message sound like? Can we tell anything, or is it just kind of a signal that's just like SOS?
No, the distress signals do have a basic level of information on it. Name, No, I need to grab a proper noun from that table we built the setting on for microscope. What is the name of that app that we did all of that in? It starts with like a G, doesn't it?
Utgars, UTG. Utgars Chronicle.
Thank you. This is the EFS Pelamon requesting assistance. We have been disabled and we have been disabled by pirates and require assistance. Is the first one.
What was the name?
EFS. Right? No. What am I saying? EFS. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with that. EFS Pelamon. Yeah.
Okay, so I let through the announcement. I was like, is anyone familiar with an EFS? Was it Pelamon?
Pelamon?
Elamon.
Pelamon, not a FP. Got it. Would any of us be aware of this, or any of this, or is it just it's random?
Yeah, I would say probably if anyone, it'd be Noah. Noah, this is what is colloquially referred to as a remnant ship. Remnant being the makeups of the old Imperial forces.
Ah. Okay, am I familiar with this, like, specific ship?
No, not particularly. It's
Okay.
kind of pretentious if they're going all the way from Pelamon. There is a second distress signal.
Up, hold on.
Are you?
Yes, that's it. I was just saying, oh, there's a second one. Hold on. I didn't really mean hold on, as in don't do anything. My bad. I didn't even clarify. I just acted. My bad. I didn't do anything.
Oh, I'm just sitting here. What's going
Holden.
on? Okay.
Holden.
You want me to? So you're playing that one?
Yes.
Yeah. This is the commercial ship Nasty Bird. We've been disabled by some of these remnant fuckers, and yeah, but we got them back. They're just floating out here, fucking tin cans. Look, we could really use a tow back to really anywhere. They've got this harpoon that they keep trying to get at us, but we managed to unanchor it. We're hoping they don't tow us in though. Anyways, if you could, really appreciate some help. And then it's like, kind of like hope dying, like as he's like, really appreciate some help. As it's like just both, like he's just floating in space.
Okay, we just got a second message, everybody, and y'all want to go see a dead body? I'm joking. We should probably go and help them and see if there's anything that we could salvage or people we could save or things we could salvage, i.e. more money.
I think it'd be wise if we very specifically do not get into the middle of a battle between two ships that we have no connection with and no reason to help other than the fact that we have a large ship, specifically when you just started piloting this ship. I'm injured. We just got out of multiple battles, and it seems very unwise to just go and listen to random distress signals.
I will take that into consideration, but this seems like a perfect opportunity to get some extra funds out of this and to try out this ship.
How are we gonna turn this into money?
Yeah, what?
Step 1, get there. Step 2, question mark. Step 3, money.
That's why I
I-
kind of
If I have a
Technically,
vote,
that
it is
has the
on
shape
no.
of a plan, I guess.
Well, you
Is
know
that-
who I think will pay us? A commercial ship selling, bringing goods across the galaxy. They'll make the money. We'll take some for a tow.
So, are we in favor of going to this here?
If this goes wrong, is everybody in a state where they are able to fight when, if and when necessary?
I'm always ready to fight.
Could, I guess.
They got
See,
guns on this
no
thing.
one sounds confident here, and I know you don't like me, Harlan, but I would hate to see you die at the hands of someone that isn't me currently. So maybe we park it right now.
I agree. And look, I'll be honest with you. I need to get you back to the council on Carnopolis. So you can't die until then.
You don't have to get me anywhere. You have no rights to my body. You do not own me. You do not command me. You actually have no right to be doing anything. And since you are actually on my ship right now, I would
My
watch
ship.
it. It's not your ship.
It is my ship, but that's okay.
It is
You
not
can
your ship.
continue to believe you don't know that it is my ship, but it is. You can see the imprints from my grandfather is absolutely
Okay.
this is mine.
So, by your logic, just because your grandfather, who died God knows when, maybe flew this ship, that now you own the ship and it is yours. Not that you piloted it, but it's your ship.
Well, he parked it and then he hid it. And so
Okay.
if anyone else has had it, then it's not with consent. It's called theft. Any other person using it.
If someone dies and somebody else uses something a dead person used, that is not theft. That's called the government repossessing property. So, I don't think
we
you're
will have
correct.
to
the
settle this
government
in space court.
Yes, I worked for the government. What do you not understand?
Wait, what government do you work for? Are you one of the baddies, perhaps? Like, are you a fister yourself?
Who are the fisters?
Oh,
Why do we do this?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
We don't have time to argue for this, so we're not helping these two distress signals. Or at least, maybe is there a way we can see what pans out from a distance?
yeah. What if we just go to investigate from a distance? Just like Xander's saying, it makes sense.
This isn't a ship that just goes and investigates things. This is a large-ass fucking ship that's meant to jump.
Do you talk to the ship?
You know,
Okay, that's
so if we could-
rude. That's rude, okay? Just because I'm part machine.
It just
Doesn't
seems
mean
like
that I
you know
can-
him very well. It just seems like you know all about what it can and can't do.
I need to go fix myself. You guys think of a better plan, then maybe we'll get money out of something when we're all at half or less power. So maybe we go to, I don't know, a refueling station. Maybe we make sure that our shields are intact. Maybe we make sure that we are actually fit to fly and or fight if necessary before we go and help random people.
Okay, let me see if I could find the nearest station that we can refuel and re-up on, and we can entertain this idea.
That's a better idea.
Uses Space Google to find the nearest gas station.
Space Google.
There is no space Google. There is no. The onboard computer has no records or charts.
Yeah,
Right.
this thing hasn't been flown in years. I can't find anything.
I know I said Y2K with some archaic technology. I didn't realize this was also.
You didn't think a ship that's been parked for over millennia would
And-
have up-to-date software?
We've been using the same software for millennia. Things haven't. We've peaked as a society with technology.
Wait, I'm sorry. You thought that I was archaic, but not this ship. But in fact, it was my ship, right? So you know it had to have come from when I was around.
I thought you were around before the ship. It just looks like it.
This is a very sassy Y2K.
She's
I'm
right,
sorry.
though.
I'm so incredibly tired, and the fact that you two are just yapping about random things is making me want to fry my server. Okay, so figure
It's basically
something
all.
out.
So, how are you reacting to the absence of any database information, Y2K? Well, I guess we can all see it, but like, let's
I
get
think
into
it's
some.
very clear that she just doesn't know what she's doing. She's trying to find information. She's on this ship. There should be clues anywhere, and yet these people clearly don't know what the hell is going on and are just yapping on the intercom. And she's like going insane, as insane as an android can go. She's just.
Go ahead and
she's
roll
at
a
it.
recovery roll, by the way. You are finding random knickknacks. You can kind of heal yourself, basically.
Okay, great. Yeah, she woke up like 2 hours ago. Just keep that in mind, people.
All right, Kazooie, I got you to your ship. Now you gotta figure out what's next.
Well, all right. Well, we have this distress code. He keeps
Yes.
leaning in on that.
Well, obviously Y2K doesn't want you to send her ship in that direction. So why don't we just, how much fuel do we got? Do you think we could be able to wander enough to find the next fuel point?
From what I could tell, because I'm not exactly a mechanic, but the machine is saying it's got about 85% charge right now. So I'm imagining it's capable of taking us. But what does 85% even mean? Like, is that a 300 miles or is that 3,000 miles? I'm not sure.
Wait, you tell me you're not an engineer?
I am a very fast athlete and fast reader.
Oh,
That is the best response to that.
Rita is just so funny.
I see. Well, hopefully you can read something real quick in that book to figure it out before we just end up drifting off into space, don't you think?
Yeah, I got you. We'll get this worked out.
All right, I'll leave you to it.
Would I know, as a machine and also a mechanic, how far we can go from the levels that are on this ship?
You can move any system-wide. Like, you can move anywhere within the system just fine.
Perfect. I'm not going to tell them that.
Cruel.
Fair enough.
Okay, we're gonna go then, I guess.
Where? What are you doing? How are you finding locations?
Using the sky map built into the system.
Okay. Yeah.
It may not have fuel stations, but it should still have an interplanar, map.
Radar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the map is emptied, so it's like rebuilding it from like localized scans. So it's like there's a planet here,
Oh, okay.
unnamed. 3 orbital objects seem to be moving in stable orbits around unnamed planet.
Well, it sounds like we might need to resupply and gather materials before we can head back. Do you
It
want
does
to
appear
visit
that the
this?
rest of the system lacks any gas giants or other notable features beyond Kharkoum itself. Only small, lifeless moons, or small, dry moons.
I really do think we should help these people that are at this distress call. It's kind of like, I think there's some kind of code about that.
There is no code when we're not a part of a guild. No one's giving us commands. There's nothing we have to do. But also, you should start entering information into the system so that it can remember for later. Like, what's the name of the planet we were on?
Obviously, I remember it. But yes, I entered that into the database already, yeah.
Alright, I'm typing it in. What was it you typed in?
The name of the planet we just went to. Or left.
And what do you think that is?
I don't know. But my character absolutely knows. He's
But you read so quickly. You don't know.
Okay. So, you finish updating the entry for the planet Karkum.
Yes, that's the planet we just left was Kakrum, and I put in a journal entry into it, or not a journal, a entry into the ship's log.
All right.
Looks like we got our first planet named in this system.
Hold on, I gotta update all the journal entries to what you just said.
Can we see if there's like some kind of aged wine or something on this ship that would be like really aged to celebrate with?
There isn't. There's definitely not anything like that. La-da-da. Alright. Alright, y'all back?
Yo.
Crack room.
Where are we?
Oh, I need a you are here marker, don't I? La-da-da. I'll work on that. Yeah. So y'all are in a stable orbit around Kakrum?
How much, where was the distress signal? You know,
Not in orbit around, is more like a fixed orbit around the star, but not really around any major, things.
so it was near Crack Room.
Yes.
It's in the same system. I see.
But they're just floating in space, so they're not near, like, any refueling stations that we would know of. If anyone knows anything.
Which they don't, apparently.
Yeah, super helpful. Y2K is gonna keep looking around to see if there's any sort of data bank, even if it isn't hers, that she can just plug in and figure anything out. Because currently all she knows is that she woke up, this is her ship, these people are annoying, and she needs to figure out what has happened, how much time has passed, where her people are, and where she needs to go to get further instruction.
Alright, well, you also probably know from the ship itself that there are 3 orbital things, 3 objects in orbit, in a stable orbit, that probably align to the signature of, like, a space station.
Okay. And in general, what is the difference between a refueling station and a space station?
Kind of the difference between, like, an actual town and, like, a 7-Eleven.
Okay, so a space station would have fuel as well as people and a bunch of other things going on.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
One's Deep Space Nine, the other 7-Eleven.
I was thinking Wally.
You found us a refueling station, or are we gonna go to one of these space stations?
Perhaps if we go to a space station, we can ask about these two ships before we go flying into danger and ensure that we aren't going to die.
Sounds good. Where should I tell our pilot to take us?
One of the 3 flying orbitals and hope one is a space station.
You got it. And I'll head on over to Kazooie and say, fly right here.
You got it.
And to confirm, Kharkoum is a planet, not a moon. Not an inhabitable. Okay.
That is an accurate assessment of the situation.
Yeah, so he says you got it, and then he kind of eyeballs it with the goggles, and the ship knows where to go, I think.
Going towards the closest orbital station?
Yup. Completely ignoring the distress call.
Using the 1 hour as well? Yeah, so this is going to take a few hours to actually fly.
Alright, if it's a few hours. One of these.
Oh yeah, I could heal up, huh?
It's supposed to be a 1 hour. I don't know why it didn't rule that.
It keeps making me roll the 10-minute one.
It uses them in order.
Oh. I'll be down.
That makes sense.
I don't know if you have to use them in order, but it automatically
You should
does.
use them in order. Those are the actual rules, not versus my house rule of any order. I think we're going to stick to the real rules.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Y'all are drifting out towards the station, and eventually you enter into radio range. And, comms. Someone's trying to open up, like, a comms tunnel to the ship.
Oh, yes, this is, I don't know, the SS Banjo.
Yeah, this is Gok 5. We, pick up your transponder. It must be fried. It definitely doesn't say Banjo.
Huh.
However, if you can, please proceed. If you are planning to dock, please, proceed to port 5.
10-4, over.
You should probably ask them what's showing up on their end. I don't know if you've already disconnected.
I overed the over, but let me see if I can unover.
Yeah. Go, it's worth a shot. Just that way we know.
So what they're seeing, or what they're hearing?
Yeah.
Okay. What are y'all exactly hearing from our radio system, or seeing for our radio system, our transponder?
Well, your transponder's reporting a different name, but I'm sure it's just a glitch.
That's weird. That doesn't make any sense.
Uh-huh.
Okay, he gets off the or he says over, and then he gets off the comms, and then...
You should...
we should probably not go in here.
Can you ask specifically what it's
the
saying
name? Yeah.
instead of just saying over when they don't tell you what it is?
But they didn't say. They were just telling me.
Yeah,
all the
so
things
ask
that-
a question.
They're obviously not going to tell us because they obviously know we don't know the name of our own
Have you
ship.
ever talked to a person before?
I've talked to
Say-
several.
Say,
Oh,
I'm
and
so
then speak
sorry.
truths,
It
whatever
probably
you
is
speak,
glitched.
you get
I need to make
truths.
sure that it's not doing anything nefarious. Can you tell me what it's transponding?
He didn't. He
Over
couldn't
again?
remember those words.
Over again? That's not a book where I could read real quick. What was the name of the ship? What's it saying again?
Oh, I think it's just a glitch. You want me to put you down as the banjo?
For now, yeah, we'll be the banjo, but I'm curious what the ship actually says or what it's telling y'all because it shouldn't be saying anything other than banjo.
Oh, so no, sir. It says the. Shut up.
You see, they're on to us.
They're not onto anything. Ask the goddamn question. You're the captain of the ship.
Yes, and they're not
Use
listening.
Some sort of presence. You're not trying very hard
Okay.
now, are you?
Okay, well, let me use my general voice. Let me just try it again and just use my general voice and see if they'll listen. So tell me, what does it say? Because this should say nothing but banjo.
Roll
Yeah.
an intellect-based persuasive roll, to see how much your persuasive voice works. Also, I feel like we need to make sure that the what's the thing on YouTube called, the clip, the thumbnail, is Noah biting his fist.
I've just been staring at Noah biting his fist and waving his hands in the air. It's very funny. It's the correct reaction.
Where do I roll that? Because I see intellect, but I don't see that based.
So do you have any skills that help you in persuasion?
Nah.
Then just click the die by until I can call it a day.
Cool. 3. Does that beat it?
That feels right, honestly.
That feels perfect.
Yeah. I will say.
Like, I'm a trained pilot, you guys. I'm not a trained commander. I don't know. Like, I do things that people tell me to, and I go fast, and I do them. But now I'm having to use my brain.
He's a pilot, not a captain, is what
My
you're saying?
brain is not good for captaining. I'm really good for piloting. Just an observant.
Look, we'll get you that full transponder diagnostic whenever you're docked.
Thank you. That sounds great. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you at
Do not
5 or
dock
whatever.
the ship. Do not dock the ship. Do not do that.
He tells them he's gonna dock them at, but y'all all tell me
Back
otherwise.
the fuck up and let's get out of here. You fumbled the bag.
He starts to act like he's gonna drive to 5, and then like kind of dips quickly.
Okay.
Gotta give him an excuse on why we're not docking. Say like, oh, I need to use the restroom real quick. We'll be right back.
We realized we left a core transponder at the planet we were just at, so we have to go back to somewhere else. So we'll be right back.
Yes.
Can I use like my distant interface or my machine affinity skill to discern what's going on with a tag?
Your tag is fine. It looks fine. It just doesn't read it doesn't say banjo.
What does it say? Is there any way for me to-
KDFS. It reads, and it's very easy to see. You don't need any special access. It says KDFS, Righteous Abacus.
Righteous. Sorry, say that again.
Abacus.
Okay.
That's a great name.
Way better than banjo.
Can I roll something to see why they wouldn't tell us that? like why they were freaking out, and he was like, "Don't tell them."
Roll intellect.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? No, everyone. Well, no. You just pulled that information, so only you would have that.
Okay. Okay, I'll use the effort. Roll. Beat difficulty
3. Yeah, you don't
4.
think it was the structured
yeah.
abacus part, or the righteous abacus portion of the name.
It was Kadia first. Okay. I'm gonna go find Harlan. As Kazooie and Xander figure out what the fuck is going on, I'm gonna go find Harlan.
Okay. Where do we find Harlan?
I think Harlan's either if there's any kind of like armory room, like even if it's like empty, you just like recognize like the gun racks. He's either there or he's if there's any kind of like internally controlled like turret, like in the Millennium Falcon type of deal, like one that you like get in from the inside. He'd be hanging out there if there's no
Okay.
like armory or range.
Yeah, I think K2 walks in and says, "Don't worry, I don't have any more knives. I just have some questions."
I'm gonna be honest, I do too.
Great. Maybe we can help one another. I don't know anything. I know I am here to protect something. I know that strategically my memory banks have always been taken from somehow I have even less information than I normally would have. They normally don't remove everything, but they in fact have. To the point where I could not even tell you who put me where I was where you found me. However, you seem to know kind of what is going on here, and maybe you can also read and comprehend as well as read quickly. So I do need your help with this.
I mean, I'm a moderately fast reader, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Now, I'll be honest, I don't know a whole lot of what's going on Kharkoum or in this system, but I agree with you. Everything is just it's setting off red flags, little warning signs. As far as I know, the Fist is some kind of gang that's on the planet. Kazooie really has some problems there, so you know, so does Xander. How to think of it. I mean, they seem not nice, but that's not my whole deal. Tell me, when you come from, like the last time you can remember, was it before or after the uprising? The android uprising.
I know I was there before. I must have been there afterwards. However, I know when I was programmed and created, which was before the android uprising, and I have vague glimpses that I was in action afterwards. However, that is truly all I could tell you.
Well,
I know that I did not fight on the side of the androids.
and see, that's I'm just gonna have to take your word on that. But the council sent me here to bring back, they said it was a great weapon, something that could shift the stalemate. It's been going on for the past 20 years.
Still fighting.
Never stopped. Never stopped. There've been small periods of, call it peace. It's just, it dies down to guerrilla attacks when one side's really got the upper hand, but no one's been able to shift it one way or the other. But they said there was something on Kharkoum that might just be able to shift the balance.
I doubt that was me.
It had to have been you.
I don't know about that. But...
Well, maybe it's your memory banks.
yes. It'd be really nice if I knew where they were. Holy fuck, sorry.
Well, listen, I'm on board to help you find your memory banks.
That would be
If
much
you'll-
appreciated.
If you can promise me one thing. That hear me out. Once we find them, if there is something in there that'll help, you'll come with me to Chronopolis and bring it to the council. You don't have to stay after that, but at least help me that much.
I will try my best. I do have a tidbit of information for you. While Kazooie was unable to convince those people so handedly to tell them what we are reading as, it's pretty fucking obvious, so I was able to find it. So the name of the ship is KDFS, the Righteous Abacus. Righteous Abacus. Sorry, someone's blocking the road and a truck is trying to get past. That's why there's honking. I apologize.
It's great.
There seemed to be no issue with the Righteous Abacus part of it, but clearly the KDFS is the reason why they did not want to read out what our tag was. Do you have any idea what that could mean?
I'm gonna, as a player, hazard a guess real quick. And just Brandon, could you let me know if my character would know this? Is that Kharkoum Defense Forces ship?
Yes.
Yeah. So, from what I understand, Kharkoum hasn't had what you call a official government in quite a while. So this ship is not an Imperial remnant, but not far off from it as far as anyone these days is concerned.
When was the last time that they did have a government on Kharkoum?
Ballparking it, I'd say at least 100 years, probably more.
Probably a little bit more. But after you get over 100, it doesn't really matter anymore.
You had to have been asleep for at least 100 years. I'd guess probably closer to 2 or 3.
I just wonder why. It's not in my... Clearly not within my coding or current mission to know. What my current mission is, I'm not aware. But I can say for sure those 2 fucking ships that are stranded in space don't have the answers. So maybe we should just go to a space station where we don't ask stupid fucking questions and talk to some people.
It would be nice to just get some fuel and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it would.
And at this moment, it cuts to Xander and Kazooie as Kazooie's reading, and Xander's like, "Hey, come on, man, we should move. They keep honking at us, man. You not read and drive at the same
Hold
time?
on,
We gotta get out of this. They're trying to get a dot 5, man.
But you're a fast reader.
What's up, brilliant?
I am a very fast reader. I don't know who's questioning it, but I am a very fast reader.
Well, you gotta read and drive. You can't stop in the middle of the spaceway."
All right, and he starts to read and drive.
Sorry, I just had that bit in my head the entire time it was talking.
Oh, that's so good.
Alright, carry on.
So, I guess we gotta go somewhere else other than this place. I know we need to get back. Any ideas?
I'll come to Y2K and Harlan, be like, alright, obviously we're not docking here. Where do you think we should head to? Y2K34, you seem to know this sector the best.
Sorry, I know the sector the best?
I mean, you mentioned...
I don't know anything currently.
Alright, screw it. Let's go here. I'm gonna put a different dot on the map.
And then Kazooie just goes, like, he points with his eyes, and the goggles know, and then he sets the path to be that quickly. You
Okay.
point, he goes there.
Where do you ping on the map? On the map we are looking at, where you pointed.
Oh, well, ideally it would be one of the 3 orbital.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I misunderstood. I thought you were being a little bit more ambitious with your distances.
Oh no, I was just like, there's gonna be a refueling station somewhere around here where we don't get asked questions.
So you're going to just a random other dot.
Yeah, because I wouldn't know kind of what these dots mean.
Oh, before we do that, I will ask Harlan and if we can use both of our skills, because I think he has a hacking kit. If we can from this side change what the tracker says, because clearly some people are off put by it.
I would like to do that. I would also like to, while we're doing that, while I'm hacking around in there, if it would be possible to try to see if there's any hidden info.
Ooh, I like that.
For kind of hidden, a layer or 2 deep. Might just give us any kind of place to start looking for the memory banks.
Okay.
Last location or anything really. Yeah, I'm trained with computers and have a... Ooh, okay. So, my thing just costs 2 inlight points, and it just happens.
Oh, heck yeah.
If I'm reading this correctly. You gain quick access to a desired bit of information in a computer or similar device, or you access one of its primary functions. I would be happy to use that twice to get both of those things.
I also have distant interface, which allows me to do something pretty similar, as well as I have a machine of affinity, so I'm trained in any task that would involve machines. If I can give him, I know the help action doesn't exist, but if there's a way for me to
No,
give
it basically does. If you have
okay.
something that aligns and you can be in there working as well,
Mm-hmm.
which you clearly can, then he's gonna get an asset.
Okay.
Nice.
Build that roll.
Ooh, so am I using the hacker thing here?
Yes.
Okay. One asset. My edge is 0. I can't use effort on that, right?
You can use effort. It just you don't get the discount
Okay.
that your edge is tied to.
Yeah, this one feels important. Let's do some effort. Bam.
Yeah.
and that is eased by 3 steps.
Nice.
Okay. What you get is a transaction log, basically of things that have the actions that were taken in the system.
Okay.
Backups were completed to the, according to backup policy alpha, we'll say, which is Imperial Data Store Chronopolis. Full system wipe initiated. YY2K34. As commanded. The binding redacted.
Gotcha. Well, I am definitely going to relay all of that information to the rest of the group. I've just got like some thoughts flowing through my mind, and I feel like Harlan would know something about the geography of Chronopolis. Has he ever heard of anything like this?
Or
anything that like maybe this could be?
You've heard legend of like the Android like server farms.
Okay, that's that kind of answers the question I was afraid of. That's deep in Android territory, is what?
Of course.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah. Yeah. I make sure to that is very clearly explained.
What year does it have like a log of like years and
Ooh.
dates of when they happened?
Yeah.
Good question.
Going back to the Raven Sector thing, because that was a while ago. So that was about 450 years ago.
Jesus Christ. Okay. And it says, and it's redacted, but it was in order.
They have to you have like this loose memory of the protocol here, right? Like the captain of the captain of the ship instructed a ship system Y2K34 to delete the memory banks, and so you are the unit that carried out the command at the behest of redacted.
Okay. Looks like we might be going to Chronopolis after all. But I don't know how we're gonna. Well, is that what you call people that have aged quite long?
Yeah, maybe. Repeat that, because I think you might have cut out.
Old lady.
Oh.
Fuck. Okay. So that means no one she would have known is alive anyway, realistically.
No, they had tons of age-enhancing drugs and things like that. There people
For
lived
that long?
many hundreds of years. Yeah.
Okay. Can we change the tag at least?
Yes, you may. Yes, you can change the tag. What do you change it to?
Banjo, 'cause that's what he keeps fucking saying.
Hold up.
That's at least what Y2K suggests. But I guess
She's got
Harley
very
can do
little
whatever
amount
he
of
wants.
names. she's heard one name so far for ship, or no, she's heard a few, but very
Correct.
limited.
And I think that Y2K is in like the state of like kind of like a newborn that's like very intelligent for the age but still has like a toddler that's like really smart for the age but has no idea what the fuck is going on. So she's like hovering right over Colin's shoulder, like staring directly like statue like into what he's doing.
You want to ask anything else about the ship maybe before you decide on that name? Like, do you want to look at any other systems or information or anything?
Yeah, what kind of weapons we got going?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You have two basically like medium range, medium powered like defense lasers turrets. And a bomb bay
Ooh.
with 5 ammo.
Are there any grenades laying around?
No.
Dang.
As I learn that information, I just kind of go, hey Xander, do you? I have a question for you and Kazooie.
Yeah, go for it.
Yo.
Xander, do you know where the Fists hideout or like HQ is? And Kazooie, how good of a pilot are you? I know you're a fast reader apparently, but how are you at flying?
Just as good as I am reading. Fast.
That I don't. Ooh, that's not. Is that skill?
That's the most concerning thing I have.
How are you as a pilot? I'm fast.
What else do you need to know?
You know, I guess I don't have anything else. I'm just saying, we do seem to have somewhere we need to go, but I know you both seem to have a very strong personal vendetta. We could do some damage before we run away.
Vendettas, yes. Lots of them. You, Xander?
Dude,
Wait, you want to
Y2K.
just bomb? Who? The Fist Gang? The Fisty Gang? What?
Yeah.
Who are we bombing?
Yeah. I'd be down for that, but you run this by Y2K34?
Who are they? Why are we bombing them?
I understand they're a biker gang that have personally have
A
wronged these two
biker
on a-
gang?
on a
What year are
personal
we
level.
in? Negative 100? What?
No, it's hover bikes, but
Come on.
I'm sorry, they had a tricked out wasteland car, so I'm not. There's some kind of gang.
And they're worth bombing? They're worth using our ammo to bomb?
They're the worst people in the universe. They're
I
the
think it would be
Fist.
cathartic for
That
these two.
can't be
Is it-
true. That
is it-
objectively cannot be true.
I was saying, is it like the most effective use of it? Probably not. Would it be cathartic for these two? I think so.
It could
Look-
really help grow us. I know
We
it
don't have to
could.
drop all of the bombs. We'll just go drop like 1 or 2.
Is this what humans call team bonding? I'm not sure if I'm on board.
More like team bombing. Am I right, guys?
Hey.
Oh god. Y2K tries to turn herself off.
Cheers.
They put the switch just out of your reach.
It's like okay, we'll wake her up when we're done with the bomb.
Well, I don't know. They're kind of like roaches. They're everywhere, all the time. They have.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not gonna fix it. I'm saying.
Well, the closest one that I know of. Can I make a roll of some kind for it?
Sure. Yeah.
What would
I
it
mean, no.
be?
You can just know where they're at. I think that's fair.
Right.
It's definitely on the planet, right?
Why isn't
Yeah.
anyone asking what kind of bombs they are? Y'all are concerned in me.
Who cares? It's a bomb.
Are they nukes?
Right? I mean, are we
Did you-
dropping like
did you
20
hand
nukes on a
5
place?
nukes immediately?
They're orbital nukes.
Oh.
Now
So
why'd you
you
get on
could
board? Drop it.
Really, you could really fuck with the fists, is what I'm saying.
Who would recognize these bombs?
Historians
Okay.
from the fall of
Oh,
Cargo.
that's right, because it would be different technology.
No, you would destroy
No, wait.
the planet.
We
is what you
peaked. We
say.
peaked technology-wise. That's right.
Also, on learning this, Y2K, I will absolutely help you look for those memory banks, but I think this might have been the thing that my people have been looking for.
Orbital nukes can't be that rare.
They were used back in your time. You don't remember?
No,
There's-
I don't remember anything.
Oh yeah.
I
Sorry. Sorry to bring that up again. That's why my people, my ancestors fled on the pilgrimage of Carcass. They tell me stories about the fire in the sky.
How dramatic. I don't know.
Yes.
Do you guys like Kaku? Like we could.
There are people who are not associated with the fist down there. My hatred for the fist, while is vast.
But they're clearly not an intelligent people because they couldn't open the vault that you guys just waltzed up and opened. They didn't find me for 450 years. They didn't find the ship. So, like, what are we really losing if we bomb this planet?
What is the ratio of fist to non-fist do I think is on this planet?
One to 10.
One fist for every 10 people?
Yeah.
Oh, that's completely acceptable ratios to me. That's it. What are you talking about? That's if it's not 1 to 1, those are good numbers.
It's 1 to 1 in the other direction, or 1 to 10 in the way that you're not thinking.
So hear me
I'm
out.
saying it would have to be like
1 in, like, 50 for it to not be okay?
I was saying like 1 in 1,000.
Do you not
At
like
that
the
point,
fist
you think about
too?
it. No, I just don't really care about like life. Just that seems like acceptable collateral damage ratios to me.
Look, we dropped these nukes, or this nuke. I don't know how many nukes it's gonna take. We drop a
I
nuke.
don't think we need more than one.
All
We
right.
could sell the rest, and
Well,
then
Immediately
gonna
going
drop-
to selling nukes on the black market is crazy.
I could get your
Jesus
memory back.
Christ.
I
Random
could
people
get
that
your
was
memory
selling
back, and
nukes. Now you want to nuke a planet and sell nukes on the black market. Whatever.
not gonna
that's too
sell
much
those.
responsibility to have 5. 1 I understand, but the other 4, that's just it gets excessive.
No, this is the thing that's going to turn the tide in the war against the androids.
Jesus
You're gonna
Christ.
nuke the androids on the small planet. I assume that Chronopolis is, and assume that no flesh people get injured.
No,
I mean, I don't know. You said that. I did not say that.
And about
But
this
also-
time, your ship's getting a hail from a nearby celestial object.
Hey, driver.
Yeah.
What was
You seen
that?
Something. Takes a look around.
This is
What?
refueling station, Crew Pack 4. You're on a collision course.
A collision course. What is? Hey, we're on a collision course.
I heard that.
You're the pilot.
But okay. He starts to change the direction and slow down.
The ship
I
is
use-
going really fast.
Oh. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Can I use my distant interface control, which means I can activate, deactivate, or control the machine at long range as it's next to it, even if normally you would have to operate it. I just have to have operated it before. I'm just gonna shut the engines off, so that even if we're
Newtonian physics. I don't think that's what you want to do.
that's what she's gonna do
Ooh. Ooh.
until someone tells her not to, because she heard collision course, and yep.
Reverse.
If you turn the engine off on a car, it keeps rolling. It's just not rolling quickly anymore.
Yeah, right. The air resistance, the friction ratio with the ground. You understand what will happen if you turn the engines off on a ship on a collision course in space, right? Like,
Yeah.
Keep moving at the
There's
same
no
Yeah,
resistance.
but I don't trust him. That's my issue. I want
Okay,
him to
okay,
stop
okay.
being able to do
Cool.
things. That's my main issue right now. Is I don't trust. 'Cause
I'll-
I
the
need to
braces
do
for
anything.
well, that's season 3, y'all. Let's
Oscar, where was the guns? Where was the guns? Take me to the
I
guns.
am standing next to everybody, and I say I'm gonna cut the engines out loud. So,
I don't. My plan is to shoot whatever we're gonna be colliding with.
If you could not turn off the engine or Y2K, that would be great.
fine, okay. I take instead. I still have this interface. I'm just gonna use it to decrease our speed and make a really hard 45-degree turn
hell yeah.
before he can
sounds-
even think to start moving.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that. Go ahead and roll. I'm gonna take this as an intellect-based pilot maneuver.
Okay. Well,
Hell
I didn't mean
yes.
to do that, but awesome.
So the engine's cut
Oh,
off.
Great. That's what I wanted to do anyway. I meant to add things to that roll, but I just saved 2 intellect points, so that's great.
Well, look at the savings. As you
I
go to
think the
grab
engine's
the
off,
throttle
guys.
and kind of like maneuver the ship, Kazooie definitely feels like the hum of the engines die out underneath you.
This isn't good. Did you actually turn off the engine? It feels like you actually. Can you turn it back on?
No.
And the reactor, you hear the whole ship has just powered off. To the point that you no longer have something to distant interface to. Everything's just died.
I lost visuals. Going off manual visuals. Just looking. Let's see. Can we get that engine back online quick? I know you.
What are you doing?
Can I try and
That's it.
manually fix my mistake and go into the engine room and try and fix it by hand?
I think we're gonna give some other folks a chance to try and clean this up beforehand. I think you're still on the fritz and trying to figure out
Yeah.
why is my interface down?
Mm-hmm.
So I think you're locked up. What's Harlan doing?
I mean, part of him definitely wants to brace for impact here. Okay.
Hey, what's Xander doing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go find the guns. The guns on this ship.
Try to blast
Hey,
your way through the
If
station.
we blow up the space station with a nuclear bomb, there's nothing to crash into.
Why don't we offer them up the bomb and then get that to pay for the fuel and some snacks?
We're gonna run into them. There'll be no fuel or snacks.
How did we end up in this situation?
That's if we can stop this thing.
Yeah, alright. So go ahead and throw a pilot roll to see if you can get the ship started. Difficulty 4.
All right. That's 2 3s in a row
Ooh.
tonight.
You didn't add anything to that?
I didn't. Well, I had the
Campaign ending
trained.
roll and you didn't add anything to it?
I had it trained in it, but that was it.
It was eased by 1.
Yeah.
You're sitting there like trying to turn the ignition. I don't have the Foundry plugin to show progress clocks here, but you have a 3-segment progress clock here. It's got one segment shaded in red. What are you gonna, Kai? You're running back to the engine room?
Yeah.
All right, run back
Just
there.
try and, like, manually shove a hand in something and, like, fix it.
All right. So you're running back into the engine room, and give me some, like, I don't know. What do you want to roll here?
I just want to roll using repairing or crafting machines I am trained in. I'm going to use that ability on top of my machine affinity.
Ooh, okay.
Well, I guess training doesn't stack, right? If I'm trained using machines and I also have...
I do not believe it does.
Okay. Let's see if this works this time. I didn't mean to do that, but whatever.
Oh.
I meant to add 2 things to it, but it doesn't matter.
It wouldn't have mattered. All right, 2 red segments.
I think now Y2K is just stuck in the engine. She can't get out, and she's just stuck. Her hand is there, she's yanking it, and it's not coming out.
Xander, you want to go?
All right, I'm just gonna be like, fuck it, and I'm just gonna run up to the pilots, and I'm gonna try it. I'm assuming there's 2 stations here, right? Or is it just one pilot seat? Is there like a co-pilot seat?
There's a co-pilot seat.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna get in there and be like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna press some buttons, and I'm gonna try to get us to go the way that Kazooie wants us to go. To the
Yeah,
left.
so
Throw something.
All right, what would it be? Might, speed, or intellect?
I'd say intellect or speed, your call.
I'll do speed, and I'll expend some effort here. Alrighty, click here. It's a base difficulty of 4.
Yep.
Alright, effort. I can do 1 level. Wait, can I do 2 yet? No. Oh wait. Oh, can I spend 4 experience to increase my effort to 2 real quick? Be
Hell
like,
yeah.
alright. My effort's 2 now. I'll spend 2 levels. Alright. Here goes nothing. I click a couple buttons and then I
Roll better than everyone else so far.
Hey.
This is pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Is that
You
enough?
spent 7 speed points on that?
Yes. I did. I run, I like sprain my ankle, I like get into the seat and I just say, fuck it.
I don't know how it was 7, but it was.
It was 2 efforts. So 3 and then
2, that'd be 5. I don't know what the
Oh.
other 2's coming from. Whatever, doesn't really matter right this exact second because the engine cuts on. The real important thing isn't because the ship can actually be moved at the last second like this. The real important thing is that the gravity generator came back on.
Oh, you're cutting out.
gravity generator.
To compensate for the impact. As you swing in. Well, no. The system's come back on. It's a first to 3. That's what I'm doing here. That's what a progress clock is. First to 3. You got 1 green shaded light here on the progress tracker. So,
We have 2 red lights.
yes.
Fuck.
And so the engine comes back on. It's starting to do retrograde kind of thrust. Justin. What are you doing? Oh, no, we just did Justin. No, we didn't. We did Justin a while ago.
Since he's got the aircraft in control, it seems like I'm gonna go try to save Y2K from.
Don't
being
save me,
stuck.
turn the fucking ship!
Oh, he's
What-
working on
why
that, right?
the hell?
I feel like you've lost your hand, by the way.
Oh
Y2K.
yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's still attached to her, but it's not functioning.
Right.
Man, unless I heard it wrong. I thought Ryan just had that in order with going.
No, he got the ship back on. Now we need to...
Oh, I thought he did.
Correct.
Oh, okay. I apologize. No, I'm
That's
leaving
fine,
your
that's
ass in to be ground up with the
Yeah,
machines.
that's fine.
You'll have a nice new hand coming in or something. So he just wants to gun it. He's like, He turns to Xander and he's like, "Go fast."
No, turn,
Okay.
turn, just get him.
So he follows whatever it is and just goes quickly.
Pilot check. Let's see it.
Which one? Speed?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use no, I'm not. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that's gone great for us so far.
Okay, so how do I set up this roll? I have piloting, but I have a speed with the edge of 1.
Okay, you just
click.
say one
Hold
effort.
click.
Okay.
And then one
Oop.
effort. Yeah.
Just got.
Yeah.
This was not the challenges I foresaw. This is why I should never prep viewers.
You thought we would just go to the distress calls, weren't you?
Oh, I was under no illusions. You'd be like, why the fuck would we go help these people? Was exactly what I was expecting, but I just wanted to validate
Yes,
that.
yes. Let's go!
Finally.
That was almost a 2.
It was. Rolled an 18 though.
All right. And the ship is starting to thrust off to the side, so you're kind of on like a not parallel. What's the word?
Perpendicular?
Diagonal trajectory towards the thing. You're still looking like you're gonna scrape it. Need some more fuel to the fire. What you got, Y2K, to help this out?
Okay, so Y2K is going to try and use that she is short-circuiting to try and give a boost to the piloting section of it to just make the turn happen faster. So
Hell
she's gonna use the fact that she's fucking broken to try and juice this thing.
Okay. Throw it.
Okay. Alt click is not working for me.
Do Max have an alt button?
No. Hold on.
Here. I am going to open your character sheet and make a change that will kind of make this moot. So, if I go in there, and I believe I can say in here, open the other one by default.
Wait, does this work?
Try it?
Oh, I did it. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
It's the command button, which is very confusing. So I'm trained. I'm gonna use a level of effort. And I'm just gonna roll it.
Okay.
Okay, that's a lot better. Beats difficulty 6.
4. Oh, 6. Oh, with your...
Plus 2. Ease by 2 test steps.
That's exactly what you needed then. And you get your 3rd green shade on the progress clock. As the ship kind of just buzzes the refueling station. The I guess the radar tower, what would they call that? The observation deck? There's a dude y'all are gonna... Shit! It sounds like he pissed himself. Just over the comms, you could just... that's what it sounds like. And he's like, what are you trying to pull here with stuff like that? Who's piloting that craft?
That would be
Your
me.
mom!
I mean, your mom.
Y2K has no idea where that came from, but that was ingrained in her somehow.
She heard us use this locker room talk.
When all other memories or mental profiles are defined.
We really got to be careful what we say around her right now.
And this is what androids boil down to. This is why there was an uprising.
Very
Okay.
polite, like a sponge.
God damn! And you guys are just flying off in an opposite direction, or from a tangential course away from the refueling station.
Oh, I'll be full sweats. How did that happen, Kazooie? What went wrong there?
Well, I think the first thing that went wrong is we turned off the damn engines. That'll do
That
it
wasn't
every time.
intentional.
10 out of 10 times. It will hurt you. It will be
Okay.
bad.
You don't get the right to yell at me because why were we on a collision course with the planet in the first place? That wasn't me. That wasn't me. So you take responsibility for what you did also to get into the station.
He has only ever claimed to be a fast pilot.
Then
Fast
why is
reader.
he flying the plane? The ship?
That's what I keep saying. Why do y'all keep making me fly? No,
You
I'm
said
joking.
very specifically, I'm a pilot.
I am a
wanna be
pilot.
captain.
I could be a captain one day. Wait, I'm a captain right now.
Y2K is also just yelling this from the engine room.
Yes, we're yelling across the spaceship.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What are y'all doing? What's the ship doing?
I think we should do nothing. I think we've lost our privileges to fly.
So
We fly
have we
around
gone
this place
past-
too. We just leave it.
Can we dock? Can we dock and refuel?
I think there's gonna need to be some charisma on the intercoms.
Are any of us that?
I'm really fast.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Oh, can
Xander, are you gonna talk to me?
I have a question. Can I do a little bit of a retcon? The guy who was on the comm with us, that was like, "You're gonna crash." Can I use my erase memory skill for him to just forget that?
No.
Oh.
Dang it.
Oh gosh, I'm not very good at good with talking with people. I'll say I can give it a shot. Hello, is this thing on?
I think you gotta say over.
Yes? This is the refueling station. Where is it? Krupak 4? Who the hell is that?
This is Banjo. We're just looking to get refueled. Apologies for any inconvenience.
I don't. After that shit you just pulled, I don't fucking think so. What is this transponder reading, anyways? Fucking KDFS.
Oh yeah, no. Did you change it in time or no?
Yeah, I thought we already changed it.
What'd you change it to?
Just Banjo.
Oh, you did.
I didn't know we officially went with Banjo.
Well, it's what you said.
Hell yeah, it's we're going with it.
No. I changed it to the nuclear Banjo.
Oh,
The nuclear banjo.
It looks like it reads nuclear banjo. There's no. Anyways, no, you can't fucking land here. You're a danger to yourself and others.
Yeah, but we're a paying customer. You see, I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Our pilot fell asleep on the wheel. It won't happen again. He's just a little tired. We've been on a long journey here.
Let's see Xander throw some persuasion here.
I don't have any skills in that, so it's just gonna be an intellect.
Yeah. And I think you have a disadvantage here, so it's marked like in. No, I'll just make that the difficulty. So yeah, difficulty 4.
All right, and could I expend effort?
You can.
I'm thinking real hard, trying to come up with something. All right, 2 levels of effort.
So 2.
All right, look. I don't know how long you've been flying. We can get your pilot some caffeine, or hell, just rest, sleep in the hangar.
yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah, we would greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Nuclear banjo out. And I'll just hang up. Go park this shit.
Oh,
So what's the
and
parking situation like?
You
Just
get a
find
hangar.
a
You get your
spot.
own little hangar where you can get parked in and landed.
I feel like they give us a private one, not because we're valued customers, but because they don't want to risk anyone else's ship being near us.
They're pretty smart for that.
Okay, does anybody have currency on them?
No, but I'll tell you what we do have. 5 orbital nukes.
Yeah, but we can't
I
use the
think-
nuke
Barter.
while we're on the planet, and that's gonna be the issue, right?
Well, I think we're getting everything for free, is what I'm saying.
We either use it as a threat or for barter.
So we've become space terrorists, is what you're saying.
No, we are space freedom fighters from the Android Menace. That is what we are.
Oh god.
Hmm.
Oh carcass. Oh man. You guys are a hoot.
So, there was some idea we had for a wind down for the end of the session. Oh yeah. Okay. Because it is getting close, so I want to make sure we wind down at a decent time.
I like how
Knowledge.
we just got off the planet and spent 2 hours trying to get to one.
We should have just saved
We've
people.
done- We've done absolutely nothing.
But it's been a ride. That's
Yeah. Hey, we came
We're
so
here.
much closer to dying than anyone thought we would from just trying to refuel.
We don't even need to
We
refuel
don't
that
even
much.
need-
We're at like 85%. I think what are we here for? Repairs?
We gotta top off.
Oh, top off. There we go.
Check everything out,
yeah. So, yeah, the ship's getting plugged in. You're being the ship is hooked up into the station right now. Y'all are on the refueling station, and I wanted to use this time to make sure we address everyone's arcs that you have chosen, because everyone got to start with one character arc. So, Justin, start
Yo.
with you. What's your character arc that's active right now?
I'm on a small arc right now where I'm going from Great Racer to Great Pilot is kind of the arc, and then beyond that, we've discussed some bigger arcs, but for
Yeah,
right
we have.
now, that's the one. Is becoming more of a pilot, more human, because he's always been with the academy and stuff like that. So like,
Yeah.
being a pilot for all these people, it's a whole new world for him. He's not used to people arguing. You don't hear that in military, so he's really just like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna say, saving the ship from this whole thing and not actually colliding with it, you did some good piloting here. So you're gonna get progress on that, and you're gonna get XP.
What? I'm up to 2 XP.
Xander, let's talk to you. What
Yeah.
arcs do we have going for Xander right now?
I think as Xander becomes more experienced as a mercenary, maybe that guy that I killed back in the satellite moon or wherever we were where we found this ship, maybe that guy was a bit important, and my overall goal is to take down the fist, but there's many parts to that, so
Okay.
I think I got someone looking for me now.
Ooh.
I also have his talkie thingy.
Mhm.
His whatever. But yeah.
Communicator. Yeah.
Communicator, yeah, that's the word.
All right. What about for Harlan? What active things do we got now?
So Harlan is I kind of want his big arc to be him getting like less jaded and getting more in touch with his humanity, starting to care about collateral damage, which I think we are still at the does not care about collateral damage part.
Gotcha. Yeah. I see that the Rick and Morty iced tea or ice cube. I care now.
Yeah.
That's
That's kind of what I'm going for. As we saw with him just actively pushing to drop a nuke somewhere.
Yeah.
Not there yet.
Roger that. All right. What about for YTK 34?
Yeah, her current arc right now, like her main thing is to protect whatever, but I think her current arc is just finding her lost memories. And I think at least knowing that there is a backup of them on Chronopolis is just a starting place.
I agree, and I think you should also get a progress for that of 1 XP.
Okay.
So the way arcs end up working, right, is you have all these steps littered across, and you get an XP for every step you get, and when you've completed it, the last one gets you a 2 XP. Stuff like that, so. Cool. Anyone want to do any XP expenditures before next session? Or you feel free to think about it, and then we can just talk about it at the start of the next session.
Hell yeah.
I use mine to increase my intellect by 4.
I used mine to increase speed, edge 1, but that was the start of this one.
I used mine earlier to get that effort too.
Heck yeah. Alright. Then,
Hell yeah.
Justin, I think we're ready for outros.
All right, everybody, y'all ready for some outros? Make sure to check out Raven's Realm Discord. It's a very busy server, a Discord server, and there's always going to be some kind of game going on for Dungeons & Dragons, all the tabletop stuff. Every single day of the week, there's something going on. Make sure to check out, or make sure to hit like and subscribe on everything. We appreciate everything y'all have to offer. With the like, subscribe, updates, whatever the hell the medium is, like, it helps the algorithm and it helps us be seen. If you like the music for this episode or for any of the past episodes, you can check it out, the music out at bandlab.com/mixsushi3. I think I have pinned all the music from the show as a playlist there now, so you can check it out there. Also, I have the season 2 theme, and I'm going to get the season 3 and 1 theme up on Spotify, but you could find that under Project Born. You can also find my music on under the name Project Born. I put out an album of just songs that are for you to listen to while you're working, so it's like background music, but it's cool. And that's pretty much my shit. How about, let's go with Ryan next to me.
Hey, I'm Ryan. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/ballandrye. And be sure to stick around for the raid and join Raven's Realm Tabletop's Discord. That's all I got. Passing it on to Noah.
Right, I am FlimFlam94 on Discord. You should definitely check out the Raven's Realm Tabletop server. We are getting very close to having the second iteration of the West Marches up and running. More details about that soon, but that is it's going to be awesome. Very excited for that. Over to Kai.
Everybody, thank you for listening. You can find me on the Discord as Kaiti or Kitted. I implore you to follow us on all of our socials. Of course, join the Discord. We also have an Instagram, a Twitter, a Facebook, and a TikTok, which should all be under Raven's Realm Tabletop or Raven's Realm itself. If you search those up or go to ravensrealmtabletop.com, you should be able to find all of our links to all of our social media there. We have some fun graphics that are coming for each of the sessions as a little teaser, so make sure you're following us there to get the updates on when we are going live and where we are with the season. On to Brandon.
Hi folks, I've been your GM, Brandon, and as Noah was saying, Raven Marches Take 2, we're still name pending, but really close. We've been brainstorming on how to change up that world and kind of make it feel a little more big. I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything. I want to keep it kind of cryptic, but man, I hope you like that Gareth Blackwell guy, because he's definitely the star of the show. That's all I got. All right,
Awesome.
yeah. Catch me on the various socials, the BWT. So take it easy, y'all.
Yeah, take it easy. Y'all have a good night.
Night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Stay for the raid. Stay for the raid.
Stay for the raid, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but you know. That was
Bye.
Right. Who are we raiding?